I think it's important that youth hear something from a survivor. And let's face it, I'm one of the youngest survivors. From Auschwitz, definitely. I don't think there's many my age. And I think it's important that I hear it from yourself. There was an interesting case I had in Camberwell High some years ago. And I must mention that. I spoke to children. I used to speak there for over 10 years every year, to the year 10s. And it's a very large school. I don't know if you know the school, and they're multicultural, very multicultural. And the first time I spoke for 45 minutes, and it wasn't enough. So after that, the woman in charge organized always to have a double period and brought all the kids into the library. And usually they are as quiet as you can hear a pin drop. And one particular occasion, there was a fight outside after I spoke. And usually she gives me 2 periods, because I said to her, it doesn't matter, you can't put it all into a very short period of time. And these are year 10 children, we've got to remember. So they're not that sophisticated, but that's when they do German history or something. And they usually ask questions and are very interested. And there was this fight outside as we were walking out, and she found out later, she called me and she found out later, was a boy, the son of a journalist, who had a fight with the other kids because he said she's lying, and all she said was lies, and it didn't happen like that. And there were no death camps, there were only concentration camps where people worked, and she's a liar. And so he had a fist fight with some other kids who says, how can you say it? You saw her number on her arm. And so this woman who organizes the talks called them in, and he said, listen, your father's a journalist, go home. My father said it's a lie, that's why he said. It's a lie and it's not true. So she said, I'll tell you what, go home, tell your dad that you heard this lady talk who said she was in concentration camp in Auschwitz, and you saw her number. She's talking about what happened to her. Ask him if he thinks if it's true or not, or whether it's a lie, that she's lying. And then come back and see me. So he came back. We're talking about, 15, 16-year-olds. And he came back with his tail between his legs, and he said, yes, I had a talk with Dad, and I told him that I actually heard this lady talk. I saw her number on her arm. And he admitted that he's an anti-Semite, and that's why he's always been writing and saying that it didn't happen. So she rang me up to tell me, because she knows how much it takes out of me, and she just felt that it makes it a bit worth, the pain more worthwhile.